touch the motherfucking elephant.
Here I am at the shonkily looking Queensland-New South Wales border. Welcome to New South Wales. Yay. I've gone right off this mob. Right off them. Because we were here 1 week ago today. It's Sunday. Doing a Sunday ride. The Waffler, I, and our friend with the boobs. The female, not man boobs. And she had a little spill. You'll all be thrilled to know I did film it. And then you'll all be infuriated to know that I lost it immediately after that. I had my Drift HD on video tagging mode, so it was deleting footage every 30 seconds. And I didn't click save quick enough. Because, you know, I was more concerned about, you know, stopping traffic from squishing her. So sorry. So I mean, like, that's a bit shitty, I know, but there's a silver lining. If I had have, you know, worried about saving it and, you know, not stopping traffic, she'd be dead, so. Yay! Anyway, she crashed right here. Right here. Boom. She stopped right there. And then I ended up there, and then... Awful explanation, I know, it snuck up on me. But I do have footage of her lying on the side of the road looking like she's just been shot. So I'll show you that. And in lieu of proper crash footage, I'll show you her almost dropping her bike. Come on. Oh! Ah. Didn't drop, doesn't count. Doesn't count. You alright? So, yay. There's a little win-win for everyone. But, you know, so that should be the end of it. You know, she's alright now. She's just walking around again after a week, a bit limpy. And we just got her bike back yesterday. Just had to get some new front forks and a lower triple clamp. And new front tyre, new wheel, sorry. The tyre was fine, the rubber, we got the new metal bit. And steering head bearings and misc. About $1,000 in the end, which is cheap. So the parts alone should have been $2.5 grand. But, puppy. But, yeah, what sucks about the whole thing is she's kind of okay now. She spent, you know, 2 days in hospital. And then spent 1 day, then left, then went back. She had an infection, so they kept her there again. She's good now. The only drama is when we were in the New South Wales hospital, and we're all Queenslanders, apparently you're meant to call the cops when you crash. And fucking excuse us for having, you know, better things to do at the time. You know, sort of had to prioritise. So we had her in the hospital. Cops rocked up because the hospital called them. And they were really nice, to their credit. I even said that. I went, you know, all we do is bitch about our cops in Queensland. I said, you guys are really, really nice. Like, our cops suck. Thank you for being so lovely. And, yeah, she was lovely and she seemed to be happy about that. But then 2 days later, she called my friend and said, haha, fun news, you're getting a fine for not being in control of your vehicle. So, fuck you, we'll have your license, thanks. About $400, and yeah, hope you're feeling better. Fuck you. So, yeah, I quite liked them, and now all respect gone. Everything's gone. She had a little spill. Ooh, fuck me. Boulevards and V-rods. Boulevards and V-rods, fuck. All of them. Yeah. Because she had a little spill on a road involving just her. She hurt only herself, only her own property. No damage to anyone. We dragged her off in the road in 2 minutes, I think. Got the bike off so traffic could keep going. No sweat out of anyone's day other than our own. No one affected but us. And they gave her a fine because we took her to a hospital. So, moral of the story, I guess, is if you crash in New South Wales, take them to Queensland. I don't know if they do that there as well. I don't think they do. Like, I crashed my bike in Queensland. I crashed this bike not wearing a helmet, which is thoroughly illegal, and fucked up my leg and all that. I limped into hospital, and it was fine. They patched me up. They said, "You were very silly." And I said, "Yeah, I know I was silly." And they all, you know, gave me a hard time, and then off I went, and everything was fine. I learned my lesson. I had to fix my bike, which sucked, and I had to heal. That's punishment enough. And all I can say is a big old fuck you to New South Wales, because that's despicable. Anyway, that's my little rant done. I've got some really, really disgusting photos to show you all of her injuries. So if you don't like that, I'll stop watching, because I mean, if you like me, they're not that bad, but if you like, you know, normal people, you're not going to like them. Put it this way, I can see the bone in her foot, so, I don't know, do you want to see that? If so, have fun. Okay. Fuck. That was a terrible description of that crash and the whole proceedings and going-ons, but I'm not recording it again. I haven't been riding in a week because I've been in hospital, so no. Fuck you guys, I'm not doing it again. You deal with it. That's what I've got to say. This afterthought. The whole thing was basically fuck the police. I don't trust them at all, because all they did in this situation proves it, is fuck us for making a mistake. Well, her, at any rate. So, you know, unless she can get the fine revoked, she's going to lose her license for 6 months because she made a mistake and fucked her own leg up. But yeah, the point was, she's an inexperienced rider, she made a mistake, she's paid for it financially and mentally and physically already. All the ways you can pay for something. Literally every way you can pay for a thing fucking up your life, she's paid for, and now they're going, well, you know what? We'll have your license for 6 months, thanks. Yeah, and we'll have all your money, thanks, as well. So she'd be flat broke without her license to get to her job to make more money. That's not teaching anyone a lesson. That's not punishing the guilty for crimes they've committed. That's just fucking a poor 20-year-old girl who made a mistake. And that's fucking disgusting. Those fuckers. I didn't like them before. We all know this. All I do is bitch about police, but that's just the most disgusting thing I've ever seen them do. With my own eyes, at any rate. Oh yeah, and they also let her off a fine for, because we didn't immediately contact the police, which is something you're meant to do in New South Wales. That's like $1,000 fine, or something. They led us to believe it was quite expensive. Because we didn't do that, they were threatening. They said, oh, we were going to fine you, but, you know, you're from Queensland, how could you have known? We're like, no, fuck that. Even if we did know, why the fuck would we be calling you when we're, you know, worried about getting our friend to the hospital? And then, you know, she retorted, you know, sure, you're worried, you're injured, but your two mates should have called me. The waffler and the violator should have called the police. Because we're huge fucking fans. So, yep, another huge rant, another tale of my absolute disgust in their actions. We should have taken her home. We should have taken her back over the border to Queensland. We're only a kilometre over it. Taken her back to Queensland, dropped her in one of our hospitals, and lied and said it happened on a Queensland road, and she would have been fine. And that's what you get. We told the truth, and we got fucked for it. So, take it as you will. I'm completely biased, 100%, but I have presented the facts as they happened. Slow down. Thank you. Cops, apparently. Thank you, Mr. Biker.
Get off the road just then. I came around that bend. Too hot, came into turn, fucking shaking. Came in here, and I went off there.